And good morning, everyone, from Mason Lakes Trailhead. So, Lone Pine Peak's register looks like my desk in the 5th grade. Probably the most amazing and thoughtful thing that I've read in a summit register. And I think I'm gonna go down this way. I mean, I get down real quick. What do you think? You know? Starting. I'm glad you joined me. Weather's perfect today. It's about 6 a.m. And so if I can get there by noon, I'll be happy boy. By the way, this damn thing is steep. Around a mile of elevation gain in 7 miles, so maybe a tad more than that because it started about 7,800 feet and Lone Pine Peak is right at 13. All right, guys, about a mile into it, and Lone Pine Peak is right there. Okay, I made it to the first shelf, and this is where you cut off, guys. So if you ever do Lone Pine Peak, make sure to do not keep going on the trail, which is up through this way. You can see a sign right there. Follow it to Grass Lake. Okay, guys, I got up here in about an hour and a half from the car, so I'm doing pretty good. So you don't want to go to Mason or Camp Lake. You want to keep straight to Grass Lake. Right behind us, you can see that's Mount Irvin. So you got LeConte, Mallory, and Irvin. And I'll see you when we get there. Yeah. All right, everybody, not one of the first lakes that we go to. So what I did, I messed up. I went from here. You want to actually go that way. Just cut across this and then right up through that. Here, this, and you're going straight up that chute. And that is my destination. Up the chute to the left. That is the north slope of Lone Pine Peak. Here we go. It's 8:30. I've only traveled about 2.5 hours. Got about 5.10 miles. So I know I only have about a mile more and I'm there. Got my hard hat on. I don't even know if you really need it, but anyway, that's where I'm headed. And then summit, Lone Pine Peak. Oh yeah. Tried to go up this in 2018. And yeah, I wasn't prepared at all. Got here way too late and I took a horrible fall on one of these large boulders, came loose, fell straight backwards, and jacked my back up pretty bad. It's not gonna happen today. There's Mason Lake, Mount Irvin, and Mallory. And if you look down, that's where I just came up. Can't really tell on the camera, of course, the angle, but it's, I think I found the class 2, the hard 2 route, which is right here. I was way over here. It was more of a 3. I'm almost to plateau right through chute, and then it's just up to Lone Pine Peak. This is the class 2 chute. You know, some people will say this is a 3, but I kind of ran into some 3 down here. So this is hard to stay on the big rocks if you can. They're not going to move. These small ones, if you get on dirt and small ones, you're going to be just falling backwards the whole time. So Stay on the big one, so hug a wall. That's what I have done. Even if it gets into some class 3, I don't know. I think that's better. Got about half a mile more to the summit, maybe a little less. So let's get going. I'll see you up top. Okay, everybody, there's the false summit of Lone Pine Peak right there. The true summit is right there. Mount Langley is right there behind me. On top of Lone Pine Peak, 12,920 feet. Thanks for joining me on top of Lone Pine Peak. This is number 59 for me for the year. 41 more peaks to climb. At Lone Pine, this is a great view. In my opinion, this beats most of these peaks that I've done over here. I took the North Chute from Mason Trail. I think I cut off around Grass Lake. I'm on the summit. The summit block is right there. I stood on it already. Anyway, these are great views, guys. You can't beat this. This is what peak bagging is all about. I highly recommend this. The weather is absolutely beautiful. I could not ask for a better day than this. So I'm pretty much back down, less than a half a mile. There's cabins on the way up to Maison, like just the first half mile, all through Whitney Pearl Campground. Just want to do a shout out to the firefighters who really protected all these homes here. Last month when the Inyo Creek fire was going, I really thought these homes were going to be lost in here. So you can see them down here. There's about 10 or so more over here on the trail. And they weren't, they were saved. It happened right when I got off Mount Whitney on June 14th. I think it started on the 20th. It's amazing that all these were saved. And you can tell they came, the Forest Service came in and cut these trees and all of this brush. So if it had gone here when it got out of control, I remember seeing the plume on the internet and it was just huge. And so I really thought this area was going to be gone. It wasn't, it was saved. Hats off to the men and women who saved this area. My hat's on, but you know what I mean. It's definitely, yeah, okay. I thought I'd read some of the entries in here. There's a lot. Some just really close to my heart. These two guys that were up here yesterday on July 16th, 2021, I want to read you what they wrote. I mean, it was probably the most amazing and thoughtful thing that I've read in a summit register thus far of my peak bagging and climbing. Just let me read it for you. Didn't have to poop as bad as last time. Instead, my fingers crossed my ankle, didn't roll up on the way down as the poop slid down the sleeve of my leg, panting. And then it just says, eat my ass. And it says, just two shirtless dudes fisting, goofing off, and shitting on the same day. So they must have pooped up here. Hopefully I don't run into that. I just thought that was very special. And then we went to the page for some earlier entries. So then there's another one here. It says, roses are red, violets are blue. I think I pooped as much as you. Let me read this one here. Completely epic route. I had to poop the whole time, but I held it until I got to the summit, dug a 6-inch hole and buried it. Here's one that doesn't have poop in it. Great views. I can see Russia from here.